Hello and welcome back to Football Manager. We've made it here to the Brentford game. We have managed to somewhat turn around our form in that we have now an undefeated 3-game streak, including a win over Liverpool, which was spectacular. But yeah, this isn't going to help the season. I mean, we're currently 12th. And we're on 38 points. I actually misread on the last one. We had 31 points, not 37. So we're now on 38, ahead of Norwich, who we beat 1-0 in that little run of form. But if we don't win a game between now and the end of April, we could actually drop all the way down to 16th, which is actually a very big fall. And we need to finish mid-table this season to get the new board requirements or board plan, or whatever it's called, board vision, be successful. We have to finish mid-table, which I believe is 13th to 8th, I think, or 13th to 9th. I can't actually remember what the exact positions are for mid-table, but at the minute we've passed both the FA Cup, Carabao Cup, that's all fine. Working in the wage project, that's fine. Got a bit of money left in the budget still, that's all fine. We are signing good high-tempo reputation players, playing high-tempo pressing football. Direct football, maybe not so much, but that's only favoured, not important. And at the minute, we are currently in a position to finish mid-table. Now, in today's game against Brentford, we're the only game playing today, which means we'll have played our 32nd game before everyone else does. And a win for us would mean Brentford have gotten essentially almost a guaranteed position of bottom of the table if Aston Villa then win their game. And a win for us would not actually do anything except make our position in 12th slightly more secure. Now, as you can see, Brentford are on a woeful run of form in which they've scored 3 times. However, when you look at our score, we've also scored only 5 times. So arguably not a lot of difference, but in those games we did pick up a couple of wins. Now, in this game, we've had to change the formation up slightly due to injuries that had come up, as well as international duties at some point come up for Churchman. So we had to change up formation a little bit, change up how the team has been played. As you can see, we're playing a more defensive 5-4-1 now, which, given the circumstances, will be put into a positive mentality when we actually get to the game on the team talk screen. But at the minute, it will remain as a defensive on here, just so I can keep the formations defensive for the training purposes, because I think it's just easier. Glayson's actually picked up an incredibly good form. Just got to make the change now. Glayson's put an incredibly good form in recent games, picking up, I believe, 3 goals over the last 5, which is fairly good. Team such as us, we win this without any problem, yes. I thought I turned this off, I clearly had not. Yet again, I had forgotten. This will be a single match video, but hopefully tomorrow's video will be the Chelsea game that's following this one. Dinel Simeo with his first goal for the club this season. But no, yeah, as I was saying, probably get the Chelsea game into a video for tomorrow, so we have 2 videos concurrently, but make it so the videos aren't too long, because I think that'll be a bit better, because at the minute I still don't have any software to actually edit videos down, and I can't afford to purchase any software, and all the free ones are incredibly, well, poor from what I've seen. Thompson now with the ball running through the middle of Brentford's team, gets it straight into their box, and it's a terrible shot though from him. And after just 12 minutes, Millwall sit 1-0 up at the Den and seem to actually be controlling this match, which is good news for us, obviously, but as you can see, it just takes a couple minutes of good play from Brentford and everything could be flipped on its head. We are actually equal essentially on possession, only 2% either way. And Brentford now with possession of the ball here, looking to get an attack going on our goal. But he loses out to Alvaro, who Not normally a person you'd think of as a defender, but did well there. Rico Henry now with the ball inside the box. Shoots against the side netting. Don't know why he shot. Didn't put the ball into the middle. Square it to a striker, but yeah, that's what happens. With 40 minutes down almost, we are still 1-0 up. And for the last 10 minutes of the game, I'm going to have them be creative. Side Benrahma's free kick meets the header of that guy, who I've got no chance of pronouncing the name of. I believe he's probably Turkish. Oh, he's Swedish. Okay, that's even worse. I've got no chance of pronouncing that then. At least in Turkish, I know how the accents work, but in Swedish, it changes every word. Essentially, every word is different to how the accent is pronounced. Right, Folarin Balogun will be swapping with Alvaro, and then Balogun will come out for Emre Moore, who was just recovering from an injury, hence why he's not starting today's game. As well as that, we're going to be swapping out Zlatan. Never mind, we haven't got Williams on the bench for some reason. Okay then, we'll swap out Anil Erdogan instead for Kadu. Right. Team talk. I'm pleased how things are going. Keep it up. Because I am pleased how things are going, we are leading 1-0. Simeon now to Clark. Clark runs it forward, plays it to Doyle. Doyle to Thompson. Thompson tries to get through the middle but doesn't. Now runs it round the the player. Doyle now to Nate. Nate plays it across the field. Out wide finds Kadu. Kadu trying to run forward, gets stopped by the player. Clark now with the ball, plays it forward to Thompson. Thompson to Moore. Moore, ball forward to Alvaro. Alvaro in the box now. Plays it back to Emre Moore, who shoots but it's saved, and Gleason hits the post from about 2 feet. But he was offside anyway, but he still managed to hit the post from 2 feet away. I don't know how, but he did. Yeah. And yet again, another full attendance here at the Den. Just proving my point that we need an expansion on this stadium, because we are not meeting the requirements of tickets. We just aren't. I mean, if need be, I could put forward a proposition to build a new stadium for the club, but that's almost guaranteed to be turned down until we have at least 100 million in the bank, because that's just how much the stadium seemed to cost in this game, around 100 to 150 million pounds. Doyle with a poor shot, saved by David Raya. Who actually affected the goal, if you remember correctly, in this game. £8.5 million, 74 on the recommended ability thing. Don't know what that number actually is called. It's just a recommended thing. Alright, goal kick from Turgeman, who actually has hair, despite the fact that his profile image doesn't actually have hair. Emre Moore with a very good bit of football running it past the defender, plays it forward to Thompson in the box, who shoots very poorly into the goalkeeper's hands. Alright, one last substitution now, and it will be Glazen coming off for Joe Rothwell. So I can give Glazen a bit of a rest for the Chelsea game, where I'm expecting there to be a bit of difficulty. Obviously, it's Chelsea. And as you can see, we have managed to pull off a third win in 4 games with a very good win against Brentford. I'm going to say it was a good win for us because it was. I mean, we could have won by more goals than just one, but a win is a win, of course. We weren't fortunate to beat them, I don't think. I don't think there's any more news I need to advise to you. In terms of contracts, I think all the contracts that I'm trying to get through are going through. I think Courtney Brown is being offered a contract, but I could be wrong. Because I think the idea is I want to keep him on for another year and then sell him on for maybe £2 to £3 million sort of thing. Get a profit on him, that sort of thing. Internationally, the Welsh national team is in the European Championships. Just quickly, and that's European National League. Right, England. European Football Championship on the 10th of April, which is 5 days away. There will be the scheduled group stages for the competition, and when we play Chelsea on the 13th, I will update you as to who we are playing in that group, because the group will have 3 videos in it. We will play each game in the group on video, and then if we get past the group, we'll play the knockout stages, because the international competition is very important, I think. I probably will be here with Millwall for next season, especially if we do finish mid-table, because then we can build on that and hopefully get up to sort of not international competition, European qualification. But until then, as I say every episode, I bid thee adieu.